Good evening, sir.
Yeah, first of all, let me congratulate Dr. Panda for this fabulous event and bringing out such a wonderful book. I haven't gone through the book, but I'm just excited, awaiting to read it. But I could definitely perceive it uh, because I've been knowing Dr. Panda from some time, and so the person and so the product. Obviously, it has to be that. Yesterday, we were having a brief chat. I was talking with Parthoda, so very seasoned, senior professional and industry veteran. So I've been knowing Parthoda from quite long time, and we were discussing about Dr. Panda, and I was just telling him about the personality, how Dr. Panda is from then and now. So, the type of
Please mute Subhran others. Yeah.
the humility, the grace, and the simplicity in the thinking. So, why do we speak on these things? Because when we see a person, when we meet a person years ago, and then we come across again back to him, and if you don't find a change or difference in the personality, then you start recollecting. And when someone says suddenly, there is this new product which has come from this person. I was so excited and happy to see it has come out from Dr. Satya. Because a person who has seen the ground, who has tested the waters, and who have been a professor, because a professor definitely would know the best thing what a student would look for, because they are the people who actually, prepare the products, who are close to the raw material which comes to the campuses, institutions. And the people who are on the exit door, who are on the launch side, you call them as a industry interface team, or you call them a placement team. So they sell the product, they showcase the product, or they brand or promote. But usually when we go back and see the academia over a period of time, the way we have been seeing it, the challenge is, the academia and the core delivery team and the launch team, there's a lot of disconnect in terms of, how do we, bridge that gap, and how do we cater to the right industry, the product, what they aspire for. Because here we speak about the dream aspirations of a student, fulfilling the aspirations of a student, because every stakeholder in this game has aspiration. So I'm sure this book is addressing to the aspirations, of everyone. So the real crux here is because if you go back to pre-COVID times, the challenges were there in terms of, bridging the academia with the industry. And now also it is there. Probably these are newer challenges. And it has evolved and it has pushed, you can say, involuntarily towards acceptance. And that is how, from Indian context, if you see, where you still have a lot of, social acceptance on certain changes, because if you have seen last 2-3 years, that the amount of stress which people have gone through, the public have gone through, even the student community, the academia has gone through. Keeping aside even the industry, but predominantly I'm speaking more on from the academia side, because here we are trying to address the student community. So one is on the amount of stress, the type of technological disconnect which most of the institutions or students faced last 2-3 years, and the social disorientation which was there, and the financial constraints, the challenges which families are facing, and uncertainties in the careers. So I'm speaking from the broader side of it, because when we speak about, the outcome, the impact of, doing anything, the bottom line, what we speak about is the foundation, the family, or where they stand. So, at the right time, Dr. Satya bought this book in, because it's a need of an hour. Because the world has changed the last 2 years. And the way we had seen pre-COVID, as from the alumni, you can say, I mean, who have driven the roles of alumni or the placements or industry relations. Now what we are seeing, it is very different. And batch to batch, we have seen the way the student intake has been and how the students are informed of. Today, if you see, the students carry the information, but they don't know how to manage the information, how to, analyze the information, how to, relate it and connect the dots. So, but again, from campus to campus, city to city, and you can say when we categorize tier 2, tier 1, tier 3, so the parameters, differ. So I'm sure, this initiative of yours will definitely bring a massive, disruption or a difference into the lives of, the students who are thinking big.